What up, y'all? You know who it is, your boy Jaded Kiss, you know what I mean? Right now with Chris John. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey, all my niggas out there. Let's get right into it. Yeah!
BTBTV. Chris John, man. Yo, born, let's get him, man.
Yeah, never off plan. Used to get busy with them guns in my hand. 4 or 5 or a black 9 with a grand in my pocket and beef cool as a fan. BTBTV, we are not playing. Y'all just talk, we back it up and down. Sideways, F what y'all saying. We Kyrie and Kanye. This a boss talk, so you clowns should just fly away. Yeah. Hop on the bridge, throw your frame off the highway. This not a game, this is business, this my way. Real talk, your opinion is nothing to us. We gon' stay on chill, long as y'all don't violate. But it's not fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. But we the best, I swear. We the best, I stay up in the mix. A project politics, my mood kinda sick. Name well known from the hood to the sticks. 100 on the highway, flying so fast, burn the gears when I shift. Some people kick dirt on your name, what shoes you gave them. Broke your back for them and they got the nerve to play you. Kick rap's door off, pushed and shoved my way through. Bum rush the kitchen, put my floor up on the menu. The jealousy be hitting up in jokes. That's why I stay serious like David Banner turned in the Hulk in pure form like the Pope. Haters get infrared beams with the scope, so run and get ghosts. We fight good, boxed in like Floyd on the roast. I'm the great black hope. Man, we the team and they know it coast to coast and it just ain't fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you can be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. We the best. If you with us, put your lighters in the air. No, it just ain't fair.
BTBTV. Just ain't fair, man. Yeah.
Yo, Born. Show them how we do this, man. BTBTV. We bully the bullies. No run, no retreat. Yeah. BTBTV. One more time for y'all in the back. Y'all slow ninjas. Right. Yo. John Gotti flow, rap Pablo, Escobar status, rap game Corleone. I can show you how you lay back and watch your pockets grow. Stay away from devious women, end up like Papa Smoke. Y'all wake up every day twitching like yo, I gotta post. I wake up every day mission. It's $1 million notes, dominoes, bodies drop, rot stink like holocaust. Broadway, man, if you know, then you know. I came for everything they said I couldn't have, got that and then some, and then some. My wins on overload, say I overdose. Your rappers in the tight squeeze and that clutch like Cobra rope. The okie doke, we don't go for that. All she wrote, another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost try and haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the folks who want to play to them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting to their life movie, curtain closed. Nowadays your foes will plot you wearing Malcolm X hats, 666, the devil on his shoulder won the death match. Reminiscing when more street ninjas was off the hook, chasing D's above the block, torn and running, get the force, blood on pavement. He's 12 years old and he tough to play with. He don't go to playgrounds, that's his fiends who want their veins stick. We can't miss, we can hit the target with our hands behind our back, our eyes closed and half brainless. Don't play with us. Another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost try and haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the foe. Who won the play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting till they like movie curtain close. Yeah, BTBTV. It's the movement, man. You're born. You're born, let's get him. Let's get him. Kaz, we up in here, man. Hood famous.
Yo, first of all, let me say peace to the 5% nation of guys and nerfs. Assalamu alaikum, alhamdulillah, rahmatullah, to all the true Muslim brothers and sisters out there. This is the King of New Jersey. This is BTBTV. We bully the bullies. I'm your honorable host, born divine almighty Allah. And yo, well, I want to start this off by saying, yo, we ain't no Bloods, we no Crips. We doing our own thing. BTBTV that started his own gang. Like, nigga, what? We're gonna get to that, yo. Check this out, man. So I've been watching this look since nigga Hocus for a fifth. And before I was kind of feeling some of the shit he was saying, he said I had to let the ego go. You know that Big Jim gonna kill the game, family. You know that. And I was talking about I had to let my ego go and all this shit. So I'm listening to this nigga say that shit, right? In one of his lives. And then right after he said that, the nigga disrespect Talib Kweli. Talib Kweli ain't disrespect the conscious community. First of all, by you putting Green Bacon salute, by you putting that savage, that 85er, that Wabi Nation sucker, Brother Polite, and comparing him to Talib Kweli and the righteous gods of the universe, something's wrong with you. But we can only expect that from you because you're a deaf, dumb, and blind 85er. You killing your own peoples, bruh. You was killing your own peoples. Bang, bang, nigga, right? You was bang, banging, gang banging. But yo, I'm gonna let you hear what we had to say, yo. And then we'll go off this Panda Chop, my dude Panda Chop, man. You know what I'm saying? Here we go right here, y'all.
So, I mean, like, it's crazy because, like, the type of content that you make, right, is not like you said, it's not like the usual stuff that you would see on Clubhouse, right? But you've gotten into it with some of the biggest names just based off of making this type of content, though, right? You got into it with Wack, you got into it with Hassan, right? And in Charleston, like you said. So, like, why you, if you're like making this type of content that's not even like related to like what they do?
Talib Kweli too. Don't forget him. That nigga that nigga got my Instagram suspended. Like, that nigga crazy. I got my shit back though. But yeah, Talib Kweli, you a bozo, you a clown. I'm not even gonna say what I do to you, Talib, because you a rat. You're a tell. They got me, you nigga told on Instagram. But I don't know, man.
Wait, but before we go into that, but okay, so that's the thing. Like, Talib Kweli, I feel like so many people respected him as a rapper, right? Coming up. It's like, yo, like he like supposed to be a real conscious rapper.
I got my brother Cross in the building from Cross.
Hello.
Yo, bro. All right. Today, man, like Maki the super Maki. Today, man, we going in on this bozo ass nigga right here, man. Hocus.
Okay.
I had you, man. He
So what's this about now?
Hocus for a fifth. He disrespected the conscious community, disrespected Talib Kweli. Pretty much disrespect the 5% nation of God's nerf. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
See, how you gonna disrespect the 5% nation of God's nerf? Well, you a savage, nigga.
Right. Salute, Stone
in the building. Yeah, what's good?
What's happening?
Man, we're about to get busy. I'm gonna try to hear this clown, this character ass nigga.
Okay.
Oh, here we go, y'all. This Panda Chop, my boy Panda Chop. Subscribe to his channel.
Like, it's crazy because, like, the type of content that you make, right, is not like you said, it's not like the usual stuff that you would see on Clubhouse, right? But you've gotten into it with some of the biggest names just based off of making this type of content, though, right? You got into it with Wack, You got into it with Hassan, right? And then Charleston, like you said. So like, why you, if you're like making this type of content that's not even like related to like what they do?
Talib Kweli too. Don't forget him. That nigga that nigga got my Instagram suspended. Like that nigga crazy. I got my shit back though. But yeah, Talib Kweli, you a bozo, you a clown. I'm not even gonna say what I do to you, Talib, because you a rat. You're a tell. They got me nigga told on Instagram. But I don't know, man.
Wait, but before we go into that, but okay, so that's the thing. Like Talib Kweli, I feel like so many people respected him as a rapper, right? Coming up, it's like, yo, like he like supposed to be a real conscious rapper. You know, obviously he in the group with Mos Def, Black Stars. Like this is like somebody that's supposed to be respected. But like over the years, I feel like more and more people see him for just calling people out, calling everyone a Nazi. You know, just like going crazy. Sometimes I just don't even understand like what is the point of where's he going with it? You know, like what is he doing? That contest, yo, even the conscious rappers ain't even conscious. He's a bozo. It's all a fraud. It's an act. He ain't conscious. Calling everybody a Nazi. Even the conscious community out there, people like Brother Polite. Look at them. Like these niggas is all frauds, bro. They not the real deal. They not. They fake and they phony. So but to answer your question about why I think dudes, it's like, yo, bro, you gotta understand. I like, even though I'm not making that type of content, I'm somebody with a certain reputation. I did something that all of these niggas are scared to do. Go to trial. You niggas be telling, are they gonna cop out? Right? I stood my ground in the face of life in prison and said, I'm gonna take whatever y'all give me. Right? And niggas know I get busy in the street, or used to. Now that I'm humble myself, you're gonna be tested. Let's see if you really humble, young man. Let's see if we could really pull the monster. So we could say, look, that was a lie. He's a fraud. They want to test. They want to see if this is real, if all of it's a facade. I'm not gonna give y'all what y'all want. So I'm gonna talk to them just like this. I'm not gonna get up here, bitch ass nigga. Like, you know, when niggas are coming at me, even when I was talking with 050 and Harlem Legends, even 10 Toes Down, they had to respect it because I'm talking to them like men. Like, bro, I'm not gonna get up here. Y'all can call me all type of shit, whatever. I don't care. Like, I'm gonna get up here. I'm gonna come talk to you, have a conversation with you. Because the day I ever feel threatened by any man, that nigga's out of here. And that's just point blank, period. Any man. If I really felt threatened. So I know that. I don't need to express that to you while I'm talking to you. I don't feel threatened by y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, and sometimes.
Oh, let me ask you something. Cross. Your cross down stone. Is that light skin shit, bro, right there?
I ain't no light skin, nigga. Ain't that the same dude that I used to see? He used to wear them hats, and then he had the little metal on the hats with the little dangling earrings and the leather pants.
Oh no, that's not him. That's not him. That's not Five Guy. This Hocus 4/5. He's be down with the Dipset.
Oh, okay. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah, Five Guy.
Yeah, him.
Sometimes it's cool. It was cool until I got doxxed. That's when I really didn't like it. I'm like, oh, nah, that's why I don't even respond to that nigga no more. I'm like, oh, this ain't even nah. I thought y'all wanted to really like have content. If y'all taking this shit personal, then I'd rather not even. Let me just go back in the rabbit hole. I don't want to do this anyway. I don't want to argue with you niggas anyway.
And you were able to fix things with Hassan. I've seen that you guys have been able to make content together.
Yeah, that's my bro. I rock with her.
So that's dope, man.
Hold up.
It sounds like he just hating, bro. It sounds like he just whatever it is. Because if you with Dipset, you shouldn't have no problem with it. Why are you on here? I don't get it.
Now he's not with Dipset no more. Dipset kicked his ass to the curb.
Oh, okay.
Years ago. No, but I'm gonna say this. You talk about Talib Kweli and disrespect to him, but but you say Hassan Campbell's your brother. We know that nigga's a mook and a disrespectful individual, bruh.
Right.
A mook. Krause, there they go their word again.
Yeah,
a mook and a disrespectful individual. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, boy. Man, I seen a picture, man. I think that was Big Bro Krause sent me that. His son a transformer. You know, I gotta be politically correct.
His son is a transformer.
Oh man, I've been seeing it all on the internet.
now check this out. Check this cloud chase at his best. Look at this right here.
Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that.
So something that you had brought up too, it's funny we had this discussion already, but you had brought up like, oh, people just expecting you to be the tough guy and everything, you know what I mean? Like to be like, and do you feel now like a sense that you don't have to fit in that box of being a G? Because we all know, like, I mean, I don't think
Jane, hold on. Yo, Jane Dell, first of all, he said Hassan Campbell's his bro. You heard this nigga, Jane? He said Hassan Campbell his bro, bruh. Where they do that at? Yo, my boy Brick City Ted in the building. Boy, Brick City Ted in the building. New Jersey stand up. Yo, JD, what they doing up? Matter of fact, while we here, I'm about to call my bro right now. Hold up, 1 second.
Gene said, hey, Gene said, that nigga said, bro, I'm gone. And that nigga said, that's my bro, I'm gone. Nigga, I'm gone. That shit funny.
Yo, hold on. I'm gonna send the God the link.
Yeah, he a weird ass nigga, this Hocus Pocus nigga.
I done heard of him. That's why I heard of him.
Yo, Jane Dell, facts. Hold on. Yeah, he's with Dipset. I'm about to call Gene right now, y'all. Hold up. Come on, bro, Gene. Hold up, y'all. Let's hit your head, Gene. Gene keep it real. That's why I love Gene, bro. Old head keep it real. Yeah.
He said, you're the image of your father.
Yo, Jay. Yo, Jay, you hear this clown, bro?
Oh, man, I know of the nigga Hocus, bro. To hear that nigga say that shit, you understand that shit right there? Come on, man. Yo, first and foremost, we as men, you never supposed to accept one of them fanoid ass niggas.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. For that nigga's a fanoid, bro. You know, so he accepted this. You a real nigga. You don't accept them fanoid ass niggas.
Facts.
Salute to all my guys, man. How y'all today?
The most shit to go back and forth and all that shit. No, nigga, I could never. That's why, nigga, if you ever come at a brother in a certain way, nigga, I don't never accept nobody apology. You understand?
Right.
Nice.
And then like I was saying on my show about you and I, yo, we was going at each other. When we met up, it was going to be whatever. We found out we was family.
True indeed. Definitely.
We accepted each other, but before we even found out we was family, you were like, yo, G, you know, I apologize. I was wrong, man. I went out on a limb.
Oh, yeah, indeed.
We still met up.
Yeah.
Before all that, they was like, yo, who that? Nigga, that's my family. Nigga, that's my family. What?
Word up.
You understand? But my whole thing about it is, man, I be trying to tell you, I understand you, cuzzo, but to fight these old fanoid ass niggas like that, to be going at these niggas like that, these niggas ain't even worth it sometimes unless they come at people that you love. When they come at people that you love, you supposed to do what you do. And I'll stand up with you on that shit.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Jane. Hey, Jane. The only reason I came at this nigga because he dissed the God Talib Kweli. That's my righteous brother, regardless. You know what I'm saying?
That's you. That's your family.
You know,
that's what you feel. That's like I felt K my family.
Indeed.
You understand what I'm saying? That's the same way, and I respect you for doing that and keep doing what you're doing. When niggas go after people you love, people that you fuck with, niggas use your platform to do what you gotta do. Cause you gotta let people know that these niggas is wrong.
Yeah.
Facts.
Facts.
And I salute you for that.
I thank you, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
That's real shit.
All right, no doubt, Jay.
All right,
one. Y'all heard my big brother Gene Dell speak, right? So
Nigga, that's a Tupac quote. The realest shit I ever wrote. I hear you.
So you know what we're gonna do, right? I'm about to let Brick City Tut hear what this nigga said again, and then we're gonna fix the shit up. You heard me, Brick City Tut? I want you to hear what this nigga said again real quick. About.
All right.
Here we go. What's that right here? Here we go right here. I'm gonna go back. Boom.
So I mean, like it's crazy because like the type of content that you make, right, is not like you said, it's not like the usual stuff that you would see on Clubhouse, right? But you've gotten into it with some of the biggest names just based off of making this type of content, though, right? You got into it with Whack, you got into it with Hassan, right? And then Charleston, like you said. So like, why you, if you're like making this type of content that's not even like related to like what they do?
Talib Kweli too. Don't forget him. That nigga that nigga got my Instagram suspended. Like that nigga crazy. I got my shit back though. But yeah, Talib Kweli, you a bozo, you a clown. I'm not even gonna say what I do to you, Talib, because you a rat. You a tell. They got me, you nigga told on Instagram. But I don't know, man.
I don't believe any man without no hair on his face.
I don't trust a nigga with no mustache either. That's an issue.
Don't the nation got clean faces?
Not all of them. Not all of them. Some. My cousin part of the nation is going.
Ones I see, I ain't never seen a NOI with a bird ever in my life.
But listen, what I'm saying. I know some that have beards. It depends on who you are. You know what I'm saying? All of them don't have. Most of them don't have beards, but some of them have beards, bro.
But what's they law? You clean your noses, you grim. So the ones that have beards, ain't they outcasts when it comes to the nation?
Nah. People still respect them, bro.
Nah, I'm just asking. I don't know.
As long as you live a righteous way of life, they will respect you, bro.
Okay.
So, that's his nigga. There's no facial way having nigga. He's a blood. Blood, son. He got red.
How you blood in a Muslim and the NOI?
I don't know if you know or not. But
yeah.
They took the Bird Gang took that nigga wings. Now he's stuck. He can't fly nowhere no more.
Oh, I don't know who you talking about. I ain't know it. Let me be quiet. He done turned into something else. I know.
Before we go into that, but okay. So that's the thing. Like Talib Kweli, I feel like so many people respected him as a rapper, right? Coming up, it's like, yo, like he like supposed to be a real conscious rapper. You know, obviously he in the group with Mos Def, Black Stars. Like this is like somebody that's supposed to be respected. But like over the years, I feel like more and more people see him for just calling people out, calling everyone a Nazi. You know,
right.
just like going crazy. Sometimes I just don't even understand like what is the point of where's he going with it? You know, like what is he doing?
Even the conscious rappers ain't even conscious. He's a bozo. It's all a fraud. It's an act. He ain't conscious. Calling everybody a Nazi. Even the conscious community out there, people like Brother Polite. Look at them. Like these niggas is all frauds, bro. They not the real deal. They not. They fake and they phony. So but to answer your question about why I think dudes, it's like, yo, bro, you gotta understand. Even though I'm not making that type of content, I'm somebody with a certain reputation.
Mm.
I did something that all of these niggas are scared to do. Go to trial. You niggas be telling, are they gonna cop out? Right? I stood my ground in the face of life in prison and said, I'm gonna take whatever y'all give me. Right? And niggas know I get busy in the street, or used to. Now that I'm humble myself, hold on, you're gonna be tested. Let's see if you really humble, young man.
Why is he so humble? He come out disrespectful.
I disagree with him on that. Hell yeah, I'm scared to take it to trial. Shit. Hell yeah.
Shit. Hell yeah.
I'm already guilty.
Exactly.
When I walk in there with these tattoos, I can be the most innocent person in the world. But let's be real about it. I don't care what state you in. If it's common law or if you in the South or whatever the law is, if your skin is a certain color, you are guilty until proven innocent. And don't come in there with a bunch of tattoos with a record and you can be innocent of the charge. You still gonna get charged. Well, I'm gonna take it to trial. I'll fight it later down the line when I get out or whenever I finish doing what I'm doing. Yeah, you guilty. I'm not finna get 100 years just to be righteous. So I can get interviewed in jail and say, yeah, I stand on this. Nah. Okay, I'm gonna get that bet. I'll fight it when I get out.
Hold on. Now listen, listen. I want Brick City to hear this real quick. Listen to this, Brick City. I'm gonna let you hear some other shit you said about Tyler.
Man, let's see if we could really pull the monster, so we could say, look, that was a lie. He's a fraud. They want to test. They want to see if this is real, if all of it's a facade. I'm not gonna give y'all what y'all want. So I'm gonna talk to them just like this. I'm not gonna get up here, bitch ass nigga. Like, when niggas are coming at me, even when I was talking with 050 and Harlem Legends, even 10 Toes Down, they had to respect it because I'm talking to them like men. Like, bro, I'm not gonna get up here. Y'all can call me all type of shit, whatever. I don't care. Like, I'm gonna get up here. I'm gonna come talk to you, have a conversation with you. Because the day I ever feel threatened by any man, that nigga's out of here. And that's just point blank, period. Any man. If I really felt threatened. So I know that. I don't need to express that to you while I'm talking to you. I don't feel threatened by y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? So, and sometimes it's cool. It was cool until I got doxxed. That's when I really didn't like it. I'm like, oh, nah, that's why I don't even respond to that nigga no more. I'm like, oh, this ain't it. Nah. I thought y'all wanted to really like have content. If y'all taking this shit personal, then I'd rather not even. Let me just go back in the rabbit hole. I don't want to do this anyway. I don't want to argue with you niggas anyway.
And you were able to fix things with Hassan. I've seen that you guys have been able to make content together.
That's my bro. I rock with her.
So that's dope, man.
That's all your credibility right there, nigga. You said Hassan's your bro, you rock with Haas. That's all your credibility, nigga.
I have nothing to say. So I have nothing to say. Hey, it's to the point where a lot of this shit is getting weird. Like, it's to that point.
That's a fact. It's weird out there. It's getting spooky.
Yo, now listen to this. Now check this out. Now they trying to put lies on Talib Kweli. Act like he messed with little girls.
So he made a post.
Go ahead.
This bozo nigga Talib Kweli, he came at me on Instagram because my people Joe Speak said something about him. So he made a post and then he tagged me in it. And then the nigga was just talking crazy, like, he kept calling me a Nazi. He started saying, bro, the nigga was caping for George Soros, talking about George. Oh, he said when he said that I said that the Holocaust never existed, a whole bunch of shit. And then I got clipped. My Instagram got clipped.
Oh,
but I got it. I got it right back though. I hollered at necessary peoples, and I got it back like right now during the rabbit hole, like 1, 2 in the morning though. I didn't know I was gonna get it back that fast, but I got it back. But yeah, Talib Kweli, it's up for him, bro. Like he getting all this smoke now.
So where is his page up?
Yeah, his page up. Go look at it. He tagged me in the post that came, and then he's on my post talking mad shit. And every time somebody responded to him, he tagged me and Joe and said, "Oh yeah, the only reason why y'all saying this because of the Nazi Hocus and Joe, like tagging us, bro." Like I was minding my business today. Right? I ain't starting no trouble with this man. I wasn't thinking about him.
Which Joe is he talking about?
Say it again, fam.
Which Joe is he talking about? Man,
Joe Speaks True.
I like to jump in. I'm finna go fuck with him on purpose.
Yeah, that nigga's an op, bro. That nigga pushing everything that we against, man. Everything. Like that nigga's a fucking bird.
Oh yeah, I see.
Do you know that nigga? Because I never met that nigga.
Nah, I don't know this weird ass nigga. I met him one time. I don't know him though.
Don't nobody listen to him.
I was playing his music. That nigga trash.
Josh, swing your ass up
Kanye,
here, bro.
That song,
this is the guys, yo.
Get him
Swing
high
up
with him
here.
and Kanye.
Josh.
Like, my man, Talib Kweli.
Come up here, Josh.
The nigga spit the wackest verse ever. Like, nigga, get out of here, nigga. It wasn't for Ye. Nobody know who you are, nigga. That nigga's a bozo.
Hey, look. No, I'm gonna hit the nigga with some shit that don't make no sense, but it's gonna get him going. Look, I tagged him. I said, Talib, tell the truth about the truth. We both know you don't want. We both know what you don't want them to know. He finna go crazy.
He about to make a whole post about whack. He about to make a whole post about whack. Watch this shit.
Matter of fact, okay, wake that shit up. What's this allegations about him fucking with some children?
And whack. I don't know if you know this. And this I don't put, matter of fact, let me post it. So I don't put false allegations on nigga. he been accused of allegedly, right? I'm gonna say allegedly for the sake of because he like to shoot people. He been accused of sexually assaulting a 10-year-old boy and a 14-year-old girl because he actually sued the people who said he did it, but he been accused of that. I just know this, Wack. We've been around a long time. Ain't none
Some
of that shit on
parents
Wack
accuse
name.
him of it.
Ain't none of that shit on Hocus name. Ain't none of that shit on Wack name.
No, you don't play like that.
Come on, bro.
But who accused him of it? The parents?
No. So the girl, I think the girl accused him later on and like yo, he did this to me when I was 14. And the boy, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna post it right now.
Yeah, we need to find them people, man. I find them people. You know me, I've been finding people. That's a clubhouse special. This nigga
I don't know why he want
I
the X-Files to be pulled out on his ass.
I will find them people.
Okay, bye.
Hey, that boy Wack different.
Yeah, we need to find them Hocus.
Yeah, bring them up on here. Let's go.
You know, and kill them with the allegedly words.
Now you see this, right? He assassinated this man's character on Clubhouse. Making lies, because I never heard no shit like that. I never heard no shit like that, bro.
Hey, can I ask a question? Here's my question right here. How come when you get into it with somebody these days or you have a disagreement or anything, if these people was rats or pedophiles or child molesters or anything like that, why do it come out when you have a disagreement? Why haven't been came out?
Right.
You did what I'm saying? Why does it come out when somebody has a problem? So everybody's a rat? I mean, I can believe it, but I'm just saying, every time, if you look at it, bro, that's the pattern these days.
Yeah.
When you get into it with somebody on YouTube, they gonna call you a rat.
A rat, yeah.
Come on, look, y'all older than me, but when I was growing up, bro, them were strong words. You just didn't say that.
Them words got their head knocked off. Them words got their head knocked off.
You just didn't say that. So when you say it now, like, if you didn't have the proof, you got violated. Right. If you put that jacket on somebody, because that's a jacket you really can't even take off, even if you get proved innocent of the count. People still gonna look at you cross-eyed just for the simple fact your name came up as a rat, or a child molester, or a pedophile, or anything of that. Why do they say that when it's beef? So when I look at people now, when you bring it up now, why you didn't do that investigation before the internet? Why you didn't do that in the real world in real time? So it didn't bother you at that time. So you just as guilty as that person that you calling that to. Right. You telling that to. Everybody need to get violated.
Stone. Brick City Tut, what you guys said, Brick City Tut?
First of all, I totally agree with everything Stone said. Everything. That's the truth. And this is also the year of the back and forth, because it's like you get mad at one motherfucker, then you go over here to this nigga. When you get mad at that motherfucker, then you going back over here to this nigga. Like is this the year of the back and forth? And let alone, especially with the rat shit, man. Listen, for the past 10 years, let's be real out here. Rat's been winning, and listen, I'm not a motherfucker that's out here shooting niggas. I played the block and all that shit years ago. That shit's been out my blood, but they're winning. Like, this is the past 10 years. Tekashi still out here making all this money he making. Like, they're winning. So it's like this. It's fucking insane. It's cool with the whack. Like
Gunna sold all his albums.
Yeah, like it's like being a rat is like, you done heard the gangsters get chubby and move to Miami.
Yeah, right.
Rats get chubby and go walk across the fucking United States.
Well, like they even said it, like you were just saying, shit. Look at it. They said Gunna got the #1 album out. I'm like, oh my god, I ain't heard it, but they said, hey, man, he doing numbers.
They're winning, and listen. It's like this. Motherfuckers like, okay, yeah, I did it, but they did it with me. So what? And they this is Tekashi. They forced me to do it. He walk out of there. They put him in a situation where it's okay. Now you told, we can put you up to where they don't bother you. He's still walking around like fuck it though, because it's like what he got to lose? What he got to lose right now?
Yeah,
these ain't got shit to lose, because you can't touch him. You can't do nothing to him. It's too many cameras in America. You
Brick
kill
City,
them.
let me ask you this, Brick City. Let me ask you this. So you say you agree with me, right? Okay, so let me ask you this. The word rat to me is becoming cool. Like, it's cool now to say somebody rat because they transforming the word rat into money. It's like you just said, Gunna got the #1 album. Tekashi just paid Kodak Black all them millions just to get on the song. So imagine how much money he got.
Stone C, you are cracking up, bro. Come out, come back in.
That ain't me.
Stone C, that's Stone.
It ain't attack. He just got to mute it. Attack.
All right. Are we back? All right. Now what you saying?
Stone when I coming back in, but yeah, Tech. I think Tech phone is echoing a little bit. Got a little
it's where I'm at. It's where I'm at. But look at the word rat stands for what? Really all true. That's what everybody call it around me. It's really all true. You're right. They're winning. They're winning. They're winning. They're winning a lot more than this shit. Than most of this Illuminati shit. They're winning. We can't get mad. And truly speaking, we can't get mad at it. We can't.
Hey, can y'all hear me? I'm still chopping.
That's no. Go ahead, speak now. Speak now.
Nah, if it's me,
I think Tech, his phone was just echoing where he at.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I done lost my goddamn train of thought when you cut me off. Shit.
Nah, you were just saying everything. Like everything equates to the money. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
back to the money.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like this snitching, like that word is cool, bro. Like I say, Gunna got the #1 selling album. And I done heard people say they like the album.
And Tekashi got the #2.
Come on, man. So what I'm saying, the word rat now and snitch, now it's finna become a pandemic like COVID-19. You can't do nothing with nobody no more unless you just know them. And even if you know them, you still can't do nothing with nobody. That's what the world telling you, because they know they can rat and come right back and get money and still be on top. Like Apple said and Paid in Full. I know y'all know the real names, but I'm going by Paid in Full. I'm going to snitch on these cats over here. But when I come back, I'm going to still be king. That's what they doing.
Yeah.
In real life.
I got a question to ask y'all that somebody asked me the other day. A lady said to me, she said, when does it become snitching? She said, I'm going to give you an example. You got a kid that's first day off the porch, but he doesn't know what he's getting into. He's just walking. He see a friend that he see in school, and now him and the friend is walking to the store. But the friend has been off the porch for years, and the friend is a gangster. They walk to the corner store, friend shoot somebody, they both get caught. What is the boy who just got off the porch supposed to do? That's a hell of a question.
It depends. No, it's not. That's easy.
He's a civilian. He's friends with somebody that's a gangster.
You goddamn right.
So is he supposed to tell, or is he not supposed to tell?
Hold on. Are we talking gang politics or are we talking hood politics? Because them two different things.
It's his first day off the porch. Listen, it's his first day off the porch. Yeah. He see a guy that he hangs around as far as talk to in school, like in the cafeteria. He sees him and has to walk with him and walks in. Now, this guy that he sees, he's been a gangster for years. So he walks to the corner store with him. He shoots somebody. He kill him. The police come. They snatch up both of them. What is the dude who just got off the porch today supposed to do? Is he supposed to say nothing, or is he supposed to tell?
Right, because
first of all, the friend's supposed to tell. The friend's supposed to be like, nah, he ain't got nothing to do.
But if he don't, because think about what he's saying. If he's a young kid, let's say he's 13 and he live in that neighborhood, and he does tell based off of him telling at 13. Does he tell? Does he not tell? Now, that's a good question.
I got an answer for that. It's really gonna sound messed up, right? Yes, he's a rat. Cause he knowing he jumped off that porch that first day. Just cause it might got real that first day you jumped off the porch.
He walked to the store with the guy. That don't mean He was out there selling drugs to do.
Exactly. He just jumped off the
hold
porch.
on, but he said jumped off. You said jumped off the porch. So in my mind, when I jumped off the porch, I knew what I was doing. I knew what I was getting into.
Well, let me clear that up. The moms finally let him go outside and let him, you know what I mean, go ahead, be free. You can walk around and do what you want. And he walked and see a guy he's, hangs around and talks to in school. And that guy is one of the real ones out there. What is he supposed to do if the dude, they walk to the store, dude, shoot, kill somebody, and the police come snatch both of them up? What is he supposed to do?
Nah, he's supposed to tell because your mama gonna tell you to tell, and you live under your mama roof and you do what your mama say.
But that also will bring it back to the Bosco situation. Bosco was 12 when that whole situation went down.
But you can't be a gang member. That's them cats' fault that made him a gang member.
He wasn't at that time.
He wasn't a gang member at that time.
No, but I'm saying he's a gang member now. He lived in a trade neighborhood. I know exactly what y'all talking about back then. He lived in the Crip neighborhood. But the guys that made him Bloods now and made him the guy that he is now, they in fault more than Bosco is. Bosco not wrong because his mama told him. He's 13 years old. Who not gonna do what their mama say? I mean, it's a lot of kids that don't listen to their mama at 13. But when I was 13, I listened to my mama. And I tell you right now, at that time at 13, I didn't know nothing about no street activity. If I'm walking to the store with you and you shoot somebody and my mama tell me to tell on you, I'm going to tell on you. And maybe I wouldn't be the person I am today if that would have happened. You did one? Hell yeah, I'd tell on them. Because you don't know you're a civilian. Your mom just let you go outside. You've been locked down. Now you get to walk to the store. Now
Yeah,
you
but
get
listen, but and that's a good thing what you're saying, but let's look at the flip side, right? And I'm just playing that was just imagine. Can you play at 13, you do tell because you do what your mama say. And then these people, these family members, because he's a part of, like he said, some nigga that's real street niggas or his family got to be connected or whatever the case may be. Let's say that. So now, what if those people retaliate because you told on they peoples? So they come after your mama because they know where you live at. And then his homeboys and little badass little kids that roll with him just having they wasn't around and they come looking for you.
But
what do you do? Do you move? Can you move?
Yeah, you move. You have to move. That's why that's why he went to Inglewood.
Yeah, you don't have no other choice but to move.
Yeah, you move. Why you think he Queen Street and not A Trey Gangster?
Yeah.
I mean, hell yeah, you move. And something like that, you can't stop that because we think like that. But the way we programmed in our minds, the word snitch, that is the kill. Yeah. You kill that rat.
Yeah.
Let's be real. We in our minds at that time, let's take our minds back to when we was teenagers and we all thought stupid on this panel. We would all thought the same thing. Man, he's a rat. We don't care. Yeah. Now that we older, we see it. But we got to think of the people that's doing it. Forget what we think. Let's talk about the kids that's actually doing it. That's what they actually think.
All right.
Yeah, we know
that. Hold on. Let's get back on topic real quick. I want y'all to hear this. Then we're going to get back to it. I want y'all to hear all this shit this nigga got to say. And then I'm going to let you hear what we had to say about Whack 100 yesterday, the other day. I'm telling you how flip-flop these light-skinned niggas are.
So look, I put the link up top. Look, he sued them over the rape allegations, but just because you sue somebody over rape allegations don't mean you ain't do that. And outside of these rape allegations, he has what you call it when sexual harassment allegations with his ex-assistant. Like, yo, why do
detail type.
Also, sometimes they do that suing shit when it's real life. Like, they don't go for defamation of character though. You feel me?
Bro, why do y'all even have this on y'all jacket? Like, no woman ever came out and said that about me. No woman ever came out and said that about Minnesota. No woman said that about Whack. Like, we don't get that.
That don't mean y'all didn't do it, nigga.
Why do y'all get these if it's not true? Like, I'm just saying, like, come on, man.
A lot of women don't tell. That don't mean you didn't do it, nigga. Not at all.
Come on, man. Nah, this nigga. And this is the guy y'all want to place your faith? All right, cool. It's up with this nigga. This nigga, bro, he bothered me today, bro. I wasn't even thinking about this nigga. We had a little rabbit hole meetup in Georgia today. We had a good old time. And then while I'm with the meetup, they fucking clipped my page. I said, this nigga got my page clipped. Because I said it too though, Wack. I'm like, the nigga said, "Oh, you denied the Holocaust ever happened." You know that's that Jewish. So if you repeated that, but you know what I commented? I said, "Oh, you think you slick? You trying to get a nigga page taken down?" And they fucking took the page. I said, "Damn, I didn't even." I was like,
yeah,
wait.
yeah, that nigga ain't right. He know what he was doing.
Yeah, he know what he's
No
doing.
Jumper tried that shit on me in the interview.
I
Do
thought
you
you fuck
believe
with
in
No
the
Jumper.
Holocaust? Yeah, nigga asked me that shit.
I thought you fuck with bro.
No, I did, but he asked me that shit. He slid that in.
Oh yeah,
You know, you gotta. Hey, listen, you already know.
Duck
It's
that
levels.
question.
Yeah, you got. I said I definitely believe in the Holocaust. Do you believe in the Holocaust?
Good morning, Hocus. Good morning, everyone.
With Embo, what's up?
Oh, but may I just quickly say, Adam is a bitch ass nigga. Fuck Adam.
You don't like Adam?
I don't like that nigga, yo. He's a bitch ass. Yo, he's a mother.
What'd he do, bro?
Yeah, what he do to you, bro? What's happening?
All right, so me and this nigga history is from BMX, right? So like before this whole no jumper shit,
yeah.
Right, that's where I know this dude from. He's a motherfucking leech, bro. Like he's the type of nigga that will, like, he's the typical white boy, bro. He would take some shit that's for the culture and run with it.
What did he do to you, though, bro? What did he do to you?
Well, he doubt it because he's up. You know what I mean?
That nigga ain't gonna stop, bro. I see he one of those. We're gonna have fun with him.
Yeah, we gonna have fun with this nigga. Fuck, it's up, bro. That nigga violated, bro. God, he got me clipped. I'm like, oh, but I got it back. I know he gonna wake up tomorrow like, how? How did he do that? Yeah, nigga. I'm on your ass, nigga.
Hey, yo, hold up. Ain't this the,
he messed with the
hold up, ain't this the reform nigga talker? Yeah, nigga, I'm on your ass. Ain't this the reform nigga talker? What did he just say? Oh, I changed my life. I'm reformed.
Ain't he a Harlem nigga? What happened to pause?
Huh?
Yo.
Yo, Maki in the building. What's up, Maki?
So I don't have a lot of knowledge with this whole scenario, but what I will say is it's just funny how people say, you know, they changed, they're reformed, they're this and that. Then all of a sudden, you know, once your situations goes a certain way, then all of a sudden they coming up on here, they speaking on allegations that haven't been proven. All of a sudden it's like, okay, who can ruin each other's brand quicker? It's not even about handling like men off the internet. Now people run to the internet and play telephone, bro. And I just find it absolutely crazy. Like even then when you was playing that video when they was talking about Adam, I know this is a little bit off topic, but how they say, oh yeah, man, I don't like him because he did this, because he did that, because he did this. What did he do to you though? And then they can't answer the question, bro. So like Stone said, it's never a problem until you fall off. Then all of a sudden you run into the internet just trying to ruin a person's character, man. And that's funny that they use those tactics, man. But a lot of times that really be projection. So you see, he's sitting right there and he talking about Talib Kweli crazy, right? But at the same time, if you trying hard to press a certain type of image on someone, man, you might be doing that yourself. So you might want to calm down. These people they be forgetting that they got skeletons in their closet before they try to assassinate someone's character.
Facts. First of all, let me tell you something about this nigga, Hocus 4/5. Hocus 4/5 used to be a part of Dipset, right? Bird Gang, right? He also was a blood. He also did a lot of dirt in the streets. And he also got off a lot of shit. How the fuck you give all that shit you got off, nigga, unless you cooperate with somebody, nigga? I don't hear nobody's that talking about they been in the streets hustling and shooting guns all their life that never did no jail time.
Yeah, they just out here. Huh?
Look, come on, man. Like Stone C got 10 years parole. That's jail time, basically. Probation. That's jail time, bitch. You fuck up, you gonna go back and do all that 10 years.
Like I ain't do nothing. Like the years. Hey, that's why when we was talking about what we was talking about earlier, I said it the way like that. Hell yeah, I'm a settle. So my background, it depends on, like I say, it don't depend on nothing. They judge you by your past, not your present. They don't judge what you do now. They don't look at that you've been consecutive working, having a job over 12 years, not got in trouble, not did nothing. They just judge you by the background. That's why I say, man, that stuff will always haunt you, man. That's why I tell these kids, these backgrounds and all that, but they too far gone. But, you know, we got a new generation coming up. But this generation, they gone. They like to kill mamas, grandparents, and all that.
Them yellow little homies, nigga. Them yellow little homies.
Yeah, they ain't my little homies no more. I disown them.
Now listen,
my little homies not like that, though. We don't rock like that. You get beat down. I don't know where these.
I want you to hit right here. You see how him and Wack was all buddy hugging and kissing just now, right? Now this is a couple of days ago. Check this out.
Something that you had brought up too. It's funny because I had this question already, but you had brought up like, oh, people just expecting you to be the tough guy and everything. You know what I mean? Like to be like. And do you feel now like a sense of freedom that you don't have to fit in that box of being a G? Because we all know, like, I mean, I don't think anybody think you soft or that you won't get down or anything, but like having to have that image and uphold to that. Because I'm not gonna lie, bro, like I was listening to that Wack 100 audio where he was going off, right? And it's like you remain composed, bro. Like I was like, damn, like, you know, could Hocus have done this 10 years ago and not be on some raw shit, you know?
No, 10 years ago, nigga, I probably been in LA looking for that nigga. I know, right, like, right. Yeah, like, nigga, don't play with me. Like, he really, like, come on. He really, he know what's up. He know what's up, but yeah, bro, because you know what I learned, like, from being, so I had to get used to, like, oh, I get it. These are the world star comment niggas now. They got a voice now. Now they're able to talk. They're not just in the comments no more. That's what these niggas are. Wack 100 is one of them too. He's just a popular one. Like, you know, he's a famous one. But these are those type of niggas. So I'm like, oh, okay. Me personally, bro, I'm not gonna get up there and keep yell at you over the microphone. What I'm gonna do? Are you fuck your mother? Fuck your mother. Who wins? Like, who wins? The person who feels like they said fuck your mother more? I don't get it. Like, I'm not gonna, bro, if you really want smoke, if you doxing me, you know where I live, then pull up. You pull up. Don't try to say I'm gonna send some nigga. You pull up. It's that simple. It's nothing else to talk about. If it's gangster shit, what if it's content, internet content? I'll be probably behind the phone laughing at these niggas. I'll be like, I'll be behind the phone laughing at these niggas. But but you know what it is though? Even a lot of my niggas, I had to really start explaining, like, this is internet. I'm in a different world now, y'all, because I got niggas that don't play about me. Period. Right. So they don't like to see these niggas disrespect me on the internet. They be like, who is it? I be like, yo, bro, what we gonna do? Fly to Missouri? I don't know. We know where these niggas live. They in their mama basement in Arkansas somewhere. We don't know where these niggas even live. This is the internet.
People say the craziest things online that they would never say to people's faces. I'm not talking about Wack, but I'm talking about people in general, right? Like people in general in the comments. Like even if you make like content just about your family, people will be in the comments saying, fuck your kids, hope your kids die. Like, you know, like, it's just crazy, you know.
Charleston White did that to me. Right. Charleston White made a whole video about me, right? Disrespecting me. The video is titled Charleston White finally responds to OG Hocus 4/5 because he was disrespecting DMX and I called him out. The nigga said, fuck your woman, Hocus 4/5 bitch ass nigga. I'll pluck your daughter and that little bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Go get your daddy. I'll smack the shit out your mother, Hocus, that bitch. This is what Charleston White said to me. So my mother, I'm not gonna lie, my mother, I don't know why she started watching YouTube. My mother be on YouTube too much. My mother see these things. So when these dudes be on YouTube, my mother Google my name and she sees this stuff, right? So my mother be like, my mother know her son. See, my mother don't call me. Yeah, she don't call me because she's worried y'all niggas gonna do something to me. I hope y'all know that. Just leave it alone. My mother know her son, nigga. She already know what time it is. She know if it's up this.
All right, that's enough of this fraud ass nigga. Yo, Cross, you hear this nigga, right?
Yeah, he weird, bro. He did time his mama. He got his mama watching YouTube. Yeah. She got it. Nigga, how you know she was on there? How does she know where you going? How does she know you on these shows? Ain't nobody talking about you on the internet. You want people to talk about you.
Yeah, I'm giving him what he wants today. You know what they said? How that nigga, what's her name? Jesse James said, I'll make you famous. Not Billy Kid, I'll make you famous.
Yeah,
I'll make that nigga famous today. Yo, we been building a week. TV, peace, God. Nah, but what I'm saying is, man, that shit. First of all, you disrespect Talib Kweli. You disrespect the conscious community. Yo, Brother Polite is not a part of the conscious community. He's a part of the Nuwabian nation. Nation ain't nothing conscious about them pedophiles. All them Nuwabian nation niggas allegedly are pedophiles. Brother Polite, Dr. York, Dr. Malachi York, Dr. Pork, pedophile. Dr. Pork gave 800 kids, boys and girls, herpes. And that's the guy that, that's the guy that, what you call follow. You know what I'm saying? So by you trying to put them in the same box as you put in Talib Kweli, I never heard that shit before by Talib, bruh. I never heard that shit. And then if it was true, and he's suing the motherfuckers, because that means he won the case, nigga. Now he's suing for defamation of character. Let's be real with it, bruh. If he did that shit, he would have copped out to like all these pedophiles be copped out to that shit. He took that shit to trial. At one trial, and then sued the motherfuckers for defamation of character. Yeah, trying to put that up there like, oh, he did this. Oh, he sexually harassed one of the people that work for one of his workers. Man, a lot of them that flirt to chicks that work for them. Sometimes they get away with it, sometimes they don't. But if you're in a position of power, you do it sometimes. Come on, man. Don't act like you didn't do that. You're talking about, oh, nobody never said no stuff like that about me. Because a lot of women that do get raped, or kids that do get molested, never say nothing. So if you took some pussy from a woman and she never said nothing, I don't mean you didn't do it. This is a saying they said, if a tree falls in the forest, do it make a noise? Right?
Yeah, you're right.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So we talk about, yo, if nobody don't say nothing about you doing that to them, you could have allegedly did that to somebody. They just didn't say nothing. Just because it was in the forest and you didn't hear it. That don't mean it didn't happen. Jonathan Kidd, peace to the God. That's the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So come on, man. That's why, like, cats like him, bro, I feel some type of way about him, bro. First of all, I don't really like light-skinned niggas like that, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Because them niggas act just like straight bitches when they don't get their way, man.
We get sensitive.
Sensitive as hell, crying hoe-ass niggas.
Yeah, but see, my whole thing is like I said, man. This shit is getting weird. This shit been getting weirder by the day. To be honest, like this shit is crazy. Like, and the back and forth shit. Like 1 minute you cool with this nigga, next minute you cool with this nigga. Then now you mad at this nigga, so you went back to being cool with this nigga, but you was mad at him before. So now you that shit is fucking. That shit is
That's it. Weird.
Spinning.
Yeah. Now Hassan Campbell your brother, and you mad at Whack 100. But Hassan Campbell your brother.
Yeah, but it was one time you hated Whack. I mean, you hated how now you hate how you Whack now. That shit fucking nuts.
Nuts, man. It don't make no sense. And these would be a lot of them emotional needs that in the past didn't have no voice to say nothing. Now they got a voice to say something. So they ain't used to having friends in real life any goddamn way. So they used to not going around this one and then go to this one, then go back to this one, then go back to this one. Because they don't know what it's like. They got internet friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Exactly.
So that's what.
And most of the time, a lot of these dudes, you're like, again, like I said, you're never gonna see. Well, you're never gonna see these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? You really, because first of all, everything is all over the place. It's like I can't even talk right now. That's how my head is spinning. This shit is just getting weird. Bottom line.
Yeah, and it's crazy, man. And I'm talking about. Yo, I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show Hocus 4/5 beefs. Look at this shit. We gonna prove his beefs.
And I want y'all niggas to understand. I think Whack a genius. I don't give a fuck. I think Whack created something. And how much money do we really think or know that Whack is getting off of Clubhouse? I think Whack. I think he's a genius.
Yep.
Come on. Look at this. Look at this nigga right here. Look at this nigga. Hold up. Oh, here we go. Now look at this. This is my boy Cuba Link. This is what Cuba got to say about this nigga, bro.
Washington's Mount.
But I heard the one where like Fat Joe's his family now in Rich, yeah, player. Oh shit,
man, roll the clip.
Shout out to Fat Joe. Shout out to Rich Player. Like, you know what I mean? That's fam over there. I got fam over there. Niggas I consider fam. Cuban I consider fam. Hey, when the family beef, nobody wins, right? So all I can do is mind my business. That's all I can do is mind my business, bro.
Gilly's your fam as well.
Gilly is my brother, man. That's my motherfucking heart right there. You know what? Yeah, Gilly's my brother.
Shout out to Hocus too. We had a great interview.
Yeah.
Talked about a lot of things.
Shout out to Hocus too, man. He at least he keeps it vocal. No.
One of the things that
he's never been a storyteller anywhere. He tells the truth. I can say that.
Right. One of the things that I had brought up to him was because I don't know if it was from Clubhouse, but I heard this audio of you guys talking and you saying to him like you were disappointed that he had squashed the beef with Joe, but you respected it and that you still support him.
Well, no. Well, yeah, because it was about yeah. He just told me. So we never talked about it, that's why. Yeah, you never called me and talked about it. It was just like something we just let. We seen each other. I mean, we seen each other like on computer world and stuff, and phones and stuff like that, and we just kept talking. I mean, I knew why. I knew how that relationship with him and Joe started. I know that catching niggas in a vulnerable time. Not even vulnerable. I give nobody excuses. Like I said, I didn't go see Remy. I didn't go see Hocus either. He felt a certain way about me. And that's what.
Well, he said that he didn't feel a way about you, though.
He did. I mean, that's the only thing he could say no. But sure, anybody would. Anybody would. You locked up in jail. You know what I'm saying? They expect niggas to go see. You have to believe me, like I told you, that was another thing. Maybe probably find out now. So he's even said about Hova. Hova know about my situation. About that shit that I'm talking about. That you know what I'm saying? It was trying to subpoena me. So he probably asked him, unless he lied to him. Don't have to lie, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to tell you that, that was true. But like I said, people gonna do what they want to do. And I believe him when he said he had to think about it. Later on, he grew up in life. It's not really a personal thing for him. You know what I'm saying? With he wanted to, he saw himself like being this and Joe for no reason, whatever. That's the way they feel. Like what I said, you know what I'm saying? I've never been personal with them. Like, that's when I got to go like this. And I never expected, or like I told them, they had those verses on their shit before that, like I told you. And I did mine, you know what I'm saying? So it's dumb. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect nobody ever to be you hate Joe because of me. You hate Joe, if anything, because you hate the fact that he's greedy, he's stopping other people.
All right, y'all. Can the enemy of your enemy be your friend?
Yeah, I say yeah. There's plenty of motherfuckers that.
Hold on. Listen, yo, if you my friend, you can't be cool with my enemy. I don't give a fuck what nobody said because I don't trust you now.
What if your enemy was a friend of yours? It was a friend of ours. What if an enemy what if an enemy like the enemy was a friend of ours and he just became your enemy because it's whatever situation y'all going through? It's too many scenarios you can look at me like that. But if you're meaning somebody that's outside of our clique, then nah, you can't. But I'm saying I'm just giving a scenario of what if it's a motherfucker we've been fucking with for years, 10+ years, and then all of a sudden you're
he did some foul shit.
Well, it depends on what the foul shit was. Like if he did some shit like went at your wife, I'm a swing on the nigga for you do. I promise you. Like little sucker shit like that, I can't stand. But if you mean foul shit like, all right, y'all, you smashed the chick, and then the chick all of a sudden wanted to smash him, and She smashed him, and then you mad at that? All right, listen, you go ahead and punch the nigga.
That's some bullshit right there. Nah,
That's why I said it depends on what you're saying. I get what you're saying, and in the way you're saying it, then no, hell no, you can't be my friend. I'm just stating, if we was down 20 years plus and he just did some sucker shit, I'm gonna let y'all two handle y'all business as far as men conversation, you know what I mean, and how it goes from there. But if it's a motherfucker that's never been around us and he turning in your op, no, hell no, fuck that nigga. I agree with you totally on that one.
Cross, what you say?
No, I mean, like you said, man, it depends on what scenario. Because again, just because I'm not gonna bring that person around you now. He's some old shiesty moment that's trying to rob a nigga, do something. I'm not gonna let that happen. No, I'll start fucking with him. But like I said again, shit, in every clique, nigga, you got killers, thieves, D-boys, robbers. I mean, you got a lot of shit that come in the clique. You know, I always say, remember, there's no honor amongst thieves. Shit. So, hey, if that's what you sign up for, now, if this is my homeboy I grew up with, and then he started hanging with a nigga, and the nigga hating on me, I'm going to tell the nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell the nigga. So, and then if he don't respect it, then I got to evaluate him. But at the end of the day, I mean, everything is different. Because, again, are you speaking like a regular Joe, or are you speaking from a street nigga point of view?
I'm speaking.
That's what I mean.
To me, all of it's the same. Like I said, enemy. I ain't gonna be my homeboy's enemy's friend. Period. I don't give a fuck how I look. I'm just like that. I ain't doing that shit, man. I can't do it because.
No, I'm not saying the buying. I'm saying that, first of all, if you came to me and said this person I don't like this person. Well, at that point in time, you're going to ask me why. If he hasn't done nothing to you, you either going to approach that person and ask him. But if he said, well, I don't know why he's mad at me. Well, what if I go around telling you everybody you fuck with, I don't like them. So what? I'm supposed to not fuck with them because everybody that you don't like, they like me? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, where does the scenario come in where just because you don't like, you could probably like 10 people I don't like, but they can be one that they could be sponsored, it could be a job. You might not like the job I like. So just because you don't like the job I like, I'm some kind of, man, the last time I was there, they fired me. I don't fuck with them. Don't go over there and work at that job. Well, man, they gonna pay me this. Well, shit, I wouldn't do it. So I'm supposed to make that decision off of what you went through.
We talk about job. We talk about something different, man.
But you just said it's like everything. But that's what you said. You said everything is the same. That's what I'm asking you. Because you said everything. You don't care whether it's the streets or it's regular. That's what I'm saying. I'm just using a regular scenario.
Bottom line with me is if this is a nigga that you don't fuck with, you don't like this nigga. And again, he's never been around us or whatever the case may be. He might still live in the same city or whatever, but he's never been one of us or whatever. Oh yeah, fuck him. But if it's something internal, if me and you 40 years old and out of them 40 years, me, you and whoever else 40 years old, and out of them 40 years, we all did 35 plus with each other. I'm just not going to throw it away like that. I got to find out from the bottom what the fuck really happened. That's a difference. That's a total difference to me. But I get what you're saying, but that scenario that I just gave you.
And I agree with what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. Like, in all aspects, he's absolutely right. But like you say, it could be a scenario where you just want to find out. Now, once you find out, then that's when I say, okay, on both y'all side, we either make this shit right, or something's got to change, because you know what I'm saying? Like, this some crazy shit. Like, you talking about somebody trying to kill, rob, or do some harm to you. Yeah, I ain't rocking nothing with them. But it depends on what beef it is.
Like, I like this. If I catch a nigga that's supposed to be my man trying to holler at your baby mother, I don't give a fuck if y'all not together. I'm gonna check that nigga. I feel some type of way, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. In that case, you're damn right. You're right. You're totally right. I'm behind you 100% on that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. In that scenario, you got that. Yeah, you're absolutely right on that.
If I catch a nigga put his hands in your cookie jar trying to rob you, or robbed you. I catch you, nigga.
And exactly, and I don't give a fuck who that is. And that could be the motherfucker who been with us 35 years.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck who that is. Right, I'm with you 100% on all of that. All of that.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about no penny ante shit because I don't fall out with niggas over penny ante shit. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm basically saying. Like the petty shit, he right. Nah, niggas ain't gonna go to the extreme and fall out. But that's the thing about it, like Ted was saying. The problem is with these niggas on the internet, these niggas go back and forth. They fall out over the littlest shit. Man, you didn't subscribe to me. Man, you got in my chat and you didn't shout me out. Or man, you didn't do this. Or man, you got this. And at the end of the day, everybody has their own platform. Their platform gonna build. And some people gonna hate, some people ain't gonna hate. Like a scenario,
like last night, bro.
That's what I was just about to use. That's exactly. See, that's the same thing. So what? So because of that situation, and we're gonna keep the names cleared out. But
what happened last night? That wasn't here. I want to know what happened last night.
Oh, shit.
It didn't happen on my platform. It happened on somebody else's platform.
Yeah, I'll let Bourne speak on that.
So check this out. I'm gonna sum it up for you. All right. It's a nigga that come to my channel, right? You know what I'm saying? He come here, every time I want to jump on, I have 300-400 people, 500 people, 1,000 people in the chat. I let them on, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Get a nigga to wrench the whole nine, right? So listen, I went to the nigga live last night, right? And I was like, damn, nigga, I don't gonna wrench your live. Like, what my wrench shit? I was joking. I even laughed out loud about it. What that? No, I'm gonna let Cross say. What the nigga say, Cross?
Man, see, this is why I didn't.
What the nigga say, Cross? Say what the nigga said, Cross.
There's something to the fact of he don't let just anybody get a wrench. This is what Bourne when he maybe it was. We're gonna say it like this because it's the internet. Allegedly, maybe it's just coincidental. Bourne asked. He's the only one asked, but then he said, man, I don't usually let people come in there and grab wrench. You got to come and chill and sit there, and then you can come. But he already had one. Bourne already gave him one. Now I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna let because I already know where Bourne going with this. So I'm gonna end it at that. I'm just gonna end it at that. Now I'm gonna let Bourne put in whatever else because I know where he's going with this.
All right. So I'm gonna tell you what I did to the nigga. I helped him out. I sent a nigga $1.99, tell him to go buy some more subscribers because we had like 4 people in this chat.
Oh shit. Okay. Finish your story, bro.
So what I'm saying is,
you starting shit, man. Goddamn, boy. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
So you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That shit like I didn't really give a fuck, but it's like you trying to play me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I think you trying to play me. And I don't get down like that because I don't play niggas. We all right, nigga. We all right. I ain't gonna play you, nigga. So don't try to play me on your shit with your 5 subscribers, with your 5 people in your audience, nigga.
Right. I don't understand that. Like when I come on platform, I come because I'm on the topic.
But listen though, in all fairness, listen, Bourne, in all fairness, now that's the same scenario. Now you hit your mans up and you told your mans because your mans was the one, like you said, was the one that sent you the kite to come over there and really actually help this child, right? In all due respect. So do you go to your mans and tell your mans don't go over there fucking with him? See, this is what I'm saying. This is a prime example of that.
Scenario.
No, listen, I don't care about that shit. You can fuck with the nigga on this channel. I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? That's some light shit. But you know what I'm saying? But you still, I'm still gonna let nigga play him. I'm gonna let nigga know that I know you took a shot, nigga. And but listen what you're saying. If it's some light shit, it shouldn't be brought up. It's not light because again, you're looking at it from a scenario like, my nigga, why would you do that? So again, that could be considered that. So if you went to your mans and you told your mans this, just like if you told me, just like if you told Tut, that we would perceive it as that. You said it, whether it's the internet and whether it's not, that is what it is. So if your homeboy were to say, man, he ain't never did me no wrong, how would you feel if he say that? Then would you look at him different? Or you would say, okay, I get it. He ain't did you wrong. Yeah, I want to care about that. That's because that's still some internet shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm talking about some real life shit, but I was bringing that up just to make a point, like the difference between real shit and internet shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Real shit is fake shit. You know what I mean?
No, I see what you say.
That's fake shit. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit that, you know what I'm saying? I still fuck with the nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, I thought he tried to play me, so I had to show the nigga how we got down. How East Coast niggas got down.
I respect it.
You think what I'm saying, bro?
I respect it. My thing is, again, I just don't understand this tennis match that everybody be having on this internet, this back and forth shit. Again, it's weird. The shit is just weird to me. But I guess it's because of the internet, and I really don't understand it yet.
Sure. Now you don't want to understand this shit like that, bro. It's a bunch of butthurt people up here. Oh, my boy John Muhammad in the building. Yo, John.
Peace to the gods and earths. Peace to the kings and queens. Peace.
I want you to hear this, John. Tell me what you think about this real quick. I'm gonna let John hear it, John. I'm gonna let John hear it. Hold on real quick. Hold on, let me find it for you. Let me see what it's at. I want you to hear this real quick, bro. What's that? Let me find it for you, bro. Right here.
Yeah, boy. You know. I've been definitely listening the whole time, but I couldn't chime in. You heard?
Yeah.
But definitely, I definitely want to add on to what the Guards was building on about those principles of snitching and ratting in the community, because that scenario is really based on being men. And a lot of us lost that, bro. We stopped being men. We just start being niggas. And niggas are just thugs, bro. You men without purpose or vision, without responsibility or ethic. So you don't function on a standard of logic and law. And that's what a man is. A man is a civilized being functioning with civilized intelligence based on the nature of logic and reason. So when you out in the street, as we were functioning up under a rule, a standard. There was rules to the game.
Yeah.
Now there's no more instruction, overseer, or prosecutor of those rules. So the rules have just become whatever the society or whatever our environment has suggested. So when you're dealing with a feminine mindset, a feminine authoritative environment, then you don't deal with a masculine authoritative environment. You get these scenarios where men or males are just reacting based on emotion. That's how Whack 100 and them can conjure people into the activity of ignorance by getting them to function based on emotion instead of logic and reason. When you function on logic and reason, you got principles, bro. And those principles create habits, and those habits create character, and character define who you are as a man or amongst men. So a lot of these dingbats are just really warriors. They're not soldiers.
Let me ask you a question real quick. What you feel about Talib Kweli?
Talib Kweli, in my presence, has always been an upstanding brother. I've known him since I did my first project with him back in '96. So in my presence, in our presence, it's always been, you know, I've been in the industry for 30 years, born. So I've always been the same guard body that I am right now today. Right, it's just that I don't have long dreads running around with a gun. So it's the same shit. You real, you right.
I want you to listen to this real quick. This is what it is. Listen to
this. So he made a post and then he tagged me in it. Oh, this bozo nigga.
Hey, what happened, man?
This bozo nigga Talib Kweli, he came at me on Instagram because you know, my people Joe Speak said something about him. So he made a post and then he tagged me in it. And then the nigga was just talking crazy, like, you know, he kept calling me a Nazi. He started saying, bro, the nigga was caping for George Soros, talking about George. Oh, he said when he said that I said that the Holocaust never existed, a whole bunch of shit. And then I got clipped. My Instagram got clipped.
Oh,
but I got
shit.
I got it right back though. I hollered at necessary peoples, and I got it back like right now during the rabbit hole, like 1, 2 in the morning though. I didn't know I was gonna get it back that fast, but I got it back. But yeah, Talib Kweli, it's up for him, bro. Like he getting all this smoke now.
So where is his page up?
Yeah, his page up. Go look at it. He tagged me in the post that came, and then he's on my post talking mad shit. And every time somebody responded to him, he tagged me and Joe and said, "Oh yeah, the only reason why y'all saying this because of the Nazi Hocus and Joe, like tagging us, bro." Like I was minding my business today. Right, I ain't start no trouble with this man. I wasn't thinking about him.
Which Joe is he talking about?
Say it again, fam.
Which Joe is he talking about?
Man, Joe speaks true.
You know I like to jump in. I'm finna go fuck with him on purpose.
Yeah, that nigga's a op, bro. That nigga pushing. He pushing everything that we against, man. Everything. Like that nigga's a fucking bird.
Oh yeah, I see he young.
Do you know that nigga? Because I never met that nigga.
Nah, I don't know this weird ass nigga. I met him one time. I don't know him though.
Don't nobody listen to him.
I was playing his music. That nigga trash. Just a trash. Like nigga. Kanye, yo, that song, Get Him High with him and Kanye. Kanye set him up right. It's like, my man, Talib Kweli, boom. And the nigga spit the wackest verse ever. Like, nigga, get out of here, nigga. It wasn't for Ye, nobody know who you are. Nigga, that nigga's a bozo.
You hear this? You hear all this?
Hey, look.
The fabricators.
I'm gonna hit the nigga with some shit that don't make no sense, but it's gonna get him going. Look, I tagged him. I said, Talib Kweli, tell the truth about the truth. We both know you don't want. We both know what you don't want them to know. He finna go crazy.
He about to make a whole post about whack. He about to make a whole post about whack. Watch this shit.
So matter of fact, okay, wake that shit up. What's this allegations about him fucking with some children?
And whack. I don't know if you know this. And this I don't put, no matter of fact, let me post it. So I don't put false allegations on nigga. He been accused of allegedly, right? I'm gonna say allegedly for the sake of because he like to shoot people. He been accused of sexually assaulting a 10-year-old boy and a 14-year-old girl. Because he actually sued the people who said he did it. But he been accused of that. I just know this, whack. We've been around a long time. Ain't none of that shit on whack
accuse him of it.
Ain't none of that shit on Hocus name. Ain't none of that shit on whack name.
No, you don't play like that.
Come on, bro.
But who accused him of it? The parents?
No. So the girl, I think the girl accused him later on and like, yo, he did this to me when I was 14. And the boy, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna post it right now.
Yeah, we need to find them people, man. Well, I find them people. You know me, I've been finding people. That's a clubhouse special.
This nigga,
I don't know why he want
the
X-Files to be pulled out on his ass.
I will find them people.
Okay, bye.
Baby.
Hey, that boy whack different.
Yeah, we need to find them Hocus.
All right, now you said all this shit about Talib Kweli, but you said Hassan Campbell, your brother.
That's the new culture though, boy. Word up. That's the new thing. That like the brother was speaking of earlier, this weird shit. That's what niggas is doing, man. Niggas are being emotionally invested into something that has no physical profit. Shit backwards, bro. Word up. So-called grown men. Shit backwards as hell.
No, that's true, John. Like I said, this shit is crazy because again, why would you, if the man sued them for falsely accusing him, why would you say a couple of words? You said allegedly, and then he sued. So why would you go and post something when the allegations were false? So what are you trying? Again, what's the intent? What's the ultimate goal out of all this shit? What are you trying to do? Oh, you just trying to be cool with whack? Well, you ain't got to do all that.
No, it's defamation.
It's the character.
Like that's the new weapon of the day. See that that Me Too movement shit? Mm-hmm. That's what gave credibility or legal authority to all of the behaviors that these people are exercising, bro. Just think, in real life, you wouldn't say that to me and you was in my face in the same room, nigga. You know damn well you wouldn't say that's not you ain't saying that to no man. All of this shit that these niggas be saying on the internet, bro, it's just a coward battlefield. Like the keyboard cowards, it's just a cowardly battlefield. Niggas is on the battlefield, bro. Ain't nobody really swinging no punches. You just fucking with people's emotions, bro. And that's the new investment now. That's the new money. Word up. And if you can emotionally incite somebody to get somebody to match your environment, you notice you ain't got that same emotional activity in the suburbs, but you got it amongst the urburbs. These Negroes. See, real people ain't living like this, bro. Real people can't even understand why you have this type of mental and emotional investment into something that has no physical profit, bro. Real people can't understand that. So it's weird to us. Like all of this stupid stuff, snitching and shit, nigga. You do a crime with me, bro. And you go tell the cops, you go tell the prosecutor what happened exactly from beginning to end for lesser time or for an exemption of jail time, nigga. You a snitch. If you sitting amongst me, giving other people information about what's going on in our circle, nigga, you a rat. But any man with poor character isn't even allowed in our circle. That's how we know the difference. And we execute those.
Yeah.
But that don't exist no more. That don't exist no more, man. Word is born, no. Just 2 days ago in Philadelphia, bro, the young boys ran down on another boy, shot him 7 times in front of his teacher. Like, where is our level of integrity? But we got these niggas like whacking them with all of this influence, exceeding the emotional bullshit rather than dealing with the logical responsibility of our communities, bro. It's messed up. He could be using Clubhouse for a total different function. Yep. Just like Focus. He could be using his platform for a different focus. But these niggas so emotionally invested in the bullshit. Emotional ignorance. They idiots, bro. And we gotta start, we gotta start attacking them verbally. We gotta start making shows about these niggas.
Shit crazy is why do you have so much invested time in another man when he ain't this the shit that blows my mind. Right. Because he ain't paying no attention to you. So
you don't even know the nigga.
You don't even know, and you emotionally.
You don't know that man.
You don't even know him. You're emotionally attached to a nigga that you don't know.
George making salute. You got George.
Peace to my brother.
What's up? What y'all talking about today? These dudes, it's the same thing when I said it about when the boy Hassan said what he said about Gilly's son. You wouldn't say that in Gilly's face.
No.
These people wouldn't say that in your face. They won't. Let alone 9 times out of 10, you probably you ain't gonna see him ever in the lifetime.
We talk about Hocus 4/5 said about Talib Kweli. Here you go. Check it out, yo. Check it out. This whole 4/5 right here. I want George make it here because he just came up here. Peace to the brother George.
Hello, George.
So this bozo nigga Talib Kweli. Yo, Wack, do you know
what up, bro? What the hell happened, man?
This bozo nigga Talib Kweli, he came at me on Instagram because my people Joe Speak said something about him. So he made a post and then he tagged me in it. And then the nigga was just talking crazy, like, he kept calling me a Nazi. He started saying, bro, the nigga was caping for George Soros, talking about George. Oh, he said when he said that I said that the Holocaust never existed, a whole bunch of shit. And then I got clipped. My Instagram got clipped.
Oh,
but I got
shit.
I got it right back though. I hollered that necessary peoples, and I got it back like right now during the rabbit hole, like 1, 2 in the morning though. I didn't know I was gonna get it back that fast, but I got it back. But yeah, Talib Kweli, it's up for him, bro. Like he getting all this smoke now.
So where is his page up?
Yeah, his page up. Go look at it. He tagged me in the post that came, and then he's on my post talking mad shit. And every time somebody respond to him, he tagged me and Joe and said, "Oh yeah, the only reason why y'all saying this because of the Nazi Hocus and Joe, like tagging us, bro." Like I was minding my business today. Right, I ain't start no trouble with this man. I wasn't thinking about him.
Which Joe is he talking about?
Say it again, fam.
Which Joe is he talking about?
Man, Joe Speaks True.
You know I like to jump in. I'm finna go fuck with him on purpose.
Yeah, that nigga's a op, bro. That nigga pushing. He pushing everything that we against, man. Everything. Like that nigga's a fucking bird.
Oh yeah, I see you.
Do you know that nigga? Because I never met that nigga.
Nah, I don't know this weird ass nigga. I met him one time. I don't know him though.
Don't nobody listen to him.
I was playing his music. That nigga trash. Just a trash. Like
nigga, dumbass birds.
Kanye, yo, that song, Get Him High with him and Kanye. Kanye set him up right. It's like my man, Talib Kweli. boom, and the nigga spit the wackiest verse ever. Like, nigga, get out of here, nigga. It wasn't for Ye. Nobody know who you are.
Time out, man. Time out. That's blasphemy. That's blasphemy right there. Now you heard this shit, right?
Yeah, but this is the new. Okay.
Weird shit. This shit is weird. You go from being mad about something by talking about how he spit the wackiest verse. This shit weird, man.
Yo, hold on. Talib Kweli, he could have shot Talib Kweli's shoes in the studio, bro, or a battle. Let's keep it real. Nigga, you got kicked out of Bird Gang, nigga.
But see, people gotta peep the blitz, man. These are grown men online, and this is something that I was saying on my live stream last week. This shit is crazy because we got grown men over 40 on here gossiping and talking about people, something that when we were growing up was unheard of. Like
exactly, G, exactly.
Something that you just didn't do at all. Then you got everybody online snitching on each other, talking. I mean, like, it's just the sign of the times, man. We going into this 2030 agenda. People got to pay attention to what's going on. So you got Hocus 4/5. Everybody know what this dude is about. Everybody can see it. Him, Hassan, all these dudes is grown ass men and whack. Like, these guys be online arguing, threatening. Just think about it. You threatening to hurt niggas and do all kinds of shit. What if I was online with you, King, and I threatened you, right? Man, nigga, when I see you, I'm gonna fuck you up. But let's just say 2 days after that, you go outside and get shot. Police gonna come lock me up. Yeah. Because I was on it like, this is the shit, but these ain't 21-year-olds. These is grown men that was grown before social media. So what I'm starting to think, I was sitting there just thinking, I was sitting in the God's hour, just thinking, man, by myself, just thinking, and something came to me, and it just told me, it said, you know what? A lot of these niggas know each other, and they do this shit to make money, man. Because they know that people gonna tune in to watch.
That's why
these motherfuckers are friends, bro. They're friends. They're not enemies. Because controversy sell. Like I said it too. I start going after Hassan when he dissed Gilly, and now my views is getting 8, 9, 10,000 views, 24,000 views. Other than that, I was only getting 400 or 500 views per video, and I just said to myself, like, wow. And that's when it really clicked. Like, no, these niggas is friends. They create the they making money off of black people's dysfunction. There's a weakness in the game, and they exploiting it. Right? That's all it is, bro. These niggas.
Hey, G, that's what I was saying earlier, G. What happens when we just say we have to change what's been made? What we have to change what we're doing that they're making money off of, or when we're going to have integrity over money, because they doing it for the bag. But look at the damage that you're doing. The people that don't got the bag is acting out these behaviors that you've been influencing. So now our communities have become battlefields, and we live in a terror that we didn't create, a nightmare that we didn't have any say-so in. So when do we take a stand against that as men?
Well, let's look at it like this, John, too. Let's take this scenario. The way they're doing, and they locking these dudes up for what they saying in their audio. What if for shits and giggles, 2-3 years down, because YouTube has changed, and they saying now, then they're telling people you can have friendly beef, like what G was saying. But here's the thing, there's no such thing as friendly beef. So if the police or whatever, 2-3 years down the line say, you know what, we're going to start prosecuting people for making violent attempts on YouTube. You know how much content that's out there that these brothers don't realize they done told on themselves because they don't own the rights to their own content once you put it on the platform.
Listen, the internet is like jail to me. In jail, what do they consider as cigarettes and commissary? What do they consider that as in jail? Money. That's what content is. Money. It's the same thing. The same.
Yeah, and another thing is,
but without laws. See, that's the problem. We're on the dysfunctional side of the functioning. And that's the problem for us, while everybody else is benefiting. Just think of the people that's paying whacking them to do the shit they doing.
That's the point that I'm making. Because see, when you look at the greater YouTube, right, outside of the black sector, you have other black channels that's making a lot of money. Like when my son was young, he used to watch those black family channels. They're making a lot of money. You got science channels, you got everything. But then you got the ratchet sectors. And in this ratchet sectors, what I've noticed, me coming through the conscious community and being up there with Sonetta and them, I peep game. Like I see certain things, like Hassan and all them dudes from New York that be going at him. All them niggas is friends, bro. That's the Harlem hustle, man. Them niggas is friends. Like they beef online, but they making hundreds of thousands of dollars keeping that shit going. They figured out that shit, nigga, we can have fake beefs and we can we can make money because niggas gonna tune in to see this shit. Because when we was talking to pro-black shit, nobody gave a fuck. But now, as soon as I say fuck this nigga mother, 80,000 people tune in. Well, fuck it. And then just think about it. YouTube, they allow that shit. They listen. I made videos talking about the 2030 agenda. I made videos talking about Klaus Schwab and the Great Reset. They were striking it and taking it down. But now when I make videos saying that Hassan sacrificed his mentor BO, that shit got all kinds of views and they fucking green it. Allow me to make money off of it. I'm like, so
that's my point.
Yeah, I'm actually lying because I don't have no proof of that. But I'm saying that I'm just responding based off the way he talking. Well, yeah, nigga, if Gilly sacrificed his son, nigga, you sacrificed BO. How they allow me to say that?
Right.
But I can't talk about the Great Reset, something that they actually doing.
Yo, see, I didn't hear that, bro. But you see that language right there? Speaking about another man sacrificing his child.
Yeah.
See, like at some point, bro, like, and we keep saying when we grew up, because when we grew up in an environment that didn't allow that, there's no repercussions coming for this type of behavior. So niggas are just doing it. They're just being niggas without being forced to be men. At one time, you couldn't be a nigga on the block, bro. You had to be a man, even if you had to fake it. So when that lady came down the street, you curbed your language. And then when the kids was around, nigga, you gave them money to get away so you can make your business transactions. You didn't do certain things in our community based on a communal law that was prosecuted to the fullest extent if you violated. That's gone now. And that's the problem with us, bro. We just letting anything happen, and that's being cowardly.
But I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why that's going. Me and my brother had this conversation. Yeah, I remember we were growing up. All of us was 45 and over. So when we were growing up, there was no social media. The world was a closed fist. Now the world is an open hand, and you can go from the palm and touch every finger on that hand, right? Meaning the fingers represent places outside of your community. When we were growing up, if I was in Southwest Philly, if I wanted to know what was going on in North Philly, I had to get in the car and drive over there. Because if I called you and you didn't answer the phone, the house phone, I had to wait till you called me back. So the world was a closed fist. So I'm saying all that to say, the people that was giving you instructions is the people you grew up with and was around all your life. These were childhood, lifelong friends. Nowadays, my son and grandson and them, they don't have to listen to me. They could be on the phone talking to somebody in the UK. They can get instructions from somebody all the way in Seattle. I couldn't get instructions from no nigga in Seattle back in 1991. I had to get it from the nigga off my block. And I held on to everything that he said. So that created more loyalty and respect.
Right.
Now with the world being wide open, the loyalty and respect goes out the door because I don't have to listen to what you say. I'm being talked to by thousands of people now. So I'm eating everybody's food now. And this is the problem. Back in the day, you could only eat the food that was given to you. Nowadays, I can select my food. See, when we were growing up, we couldn't select our food. You had to eat what the fuck was on the plate.
See, that's a factual science, G. But the other side of that is that we have been led to believe those boundaries, believe in those boundaries. We had exactly what you said, that proving ground, that developing, that cultural environment that allowed us to become who we are. But even though in that environment we had deviants, we had people that were doing abstract, but the penalties were direct. The penalties were instantaneously given to those who violated. So even though our children have access to the outside world, their first world, as I'm saying culturally, should be within our home. And that home should be based on communal standards and laws. So until we get back to that or enforce that, we're still going to be in the matrix functioning under the program that they have given us. Those choices, those opinions, those options has led to the world without discipline, without trust, without value, without integrity. And now we got decadence and death, and that's become our only reality.
And just think about it, though. Just think about when you was young. and your mom whipped your ass and told you to go to your room. You didn't go to your room and pick up the phone and see porn, or pick up the phone and see some dude saying some nigga shit online, and that's being downloaded into your mind every day. You went in your room and turned the radio on or something. That, remember, we tried to watch porn, it was the squiggly lines back in the day. So nowadays everything is given to you at the same time. So now you have you have undeveloped brains with a global view. Back in the day, we didn't get a global view until we started to understand the world. Now they're giving the children a global view that's not ready for a global view. They need
But that's my point. That's my point, G. When do we become parents? Because when you're parents, you're the sole initial prompt influence to real children. We got kids because we're breeders. We don't have children. See, you and I are fathers and real men. So we have a different reality, even though we live in the same environment of those that is producing this horror that we now speaking on. So when you got Whack 100 and you got 4/5 in them talking crazy like that, the mind that's been irresponsibly maintained has been given access to that. And he has no mental defense against that type of thinking, which is the first thing we should be teaching our children. Instead, we're the only people on the planet, bro. We're the gazelles sending our children to school with the hyena, acting like they're going to learn how to be a good gazelle. So when we're going, that's the point. When we're going to change that function to be preventive.
I'm just going to go out and say it. I'm just going to go out and say it, man, because I'm more, you know, in my spiritual belief, I'm more Bible based. I'm not a Christian, but I use the Bible as my frame of reference for my spiritual beliefs. I'm just going to go out and say it, man. As opposed to when we were growing up, I remember going to church back in the day. The good Reverend Bright, he used to say that a lot of the saints and the believers are lukewarm when it comes to preaching the word of God. The problem that we have is those of us that know better, that know what's up today. A lot of us are not standing on nothing. Like, we're not demanding certain things. Like, we're watching this shit happen. And as Reverend Bright said 40 years ago when I was a kid, the saints, y'all lukewarm. Y'all, you claim you love God, you claim you love His commandments, but you ain't fighting to enforce them. You're not standing on them. You're not demanding that, and your circumference where you at, that those laws are enforced. You're not doing none of that. You're allowing this homosexual shit to go. You allowing our kids to go. Like, this is the thing. When do the people, the good people of the communities, which we represent more than the bad, when do we say, listen, dig this here corporations, we're not giving you our money. We're demanding that these rappers now start speaking out against the killings. When do the people of God, I don't care if you're a Muslim, you're a Christian, whatever you are, when do the people of God stop being lukewarm and say, yo, enough is enough. This is what we want. This is what we do. We standing on, and with the faith that God will deliver it for you. With the faith, with the works. When do our 5%ers, our Nation of Islam, all the people of the books say enough is enough? Until you start seeing really people, that's why it says many people claim to know me. It says many people claim to know me, but they deny me by thy works. Titus 1:16, it tells you that they deny me by thy works. So we claim to know God, but when it's time to really stand on God, we in the corner quiet as fuck. We lukewarm. Nobody's saying nothing. All of the stuff that's happening right before our eyes, all the people of the book are quiet. They scared. Everybody's scared to say anything about the trans.
I'm gonna hit the nigga with some shit that don't make no sense, but it's gonna get him going.
Yeah.
Look, I tagged him. I said, Talib, tell the truth about the truth. We both know you don't want. We both know what you don't want.
It's crazy. No, I guess I'm just putting that on the floor. The brothers and sisters that's believers, like, forget all our separations and beliefs. Listen, we watching the devil win. When do we say, because we can all have different beliefs, but if all of us love God, then we all going in the same place. So I'm asking, how is it that the believers are allowing these people to call you transphobic for everything, allowing you to call you a hater for everything? Like, when do we stop being lukewarm and say, yo, no, not in my backyard?
That's what men do, though. That's what I've been saying, G. That's what men do. When you're a male, you allow anything to happen in your environment because you didn't create, develop, or have any authority of control in that environment. And that's what's happening to us. So when you see real men we're definitely outnumbered because it's a solo against a mass choir. We have to somehow become an element within it or just destroy the choir. And we're not fighting the choir at all.
Because people not
just letting
saying
it
that.
happen.
Yeah, people not saying that. And the thing is this, right? I tell people watch it. You always gonna have criminality and all kinds of shit go on. But back in the day, it was shame to things. Like when I first started selling dope, I had my car around the corner. I hid my jewelry from my father because I didn't want to bring shame to my father. I hid that. I didn't want my father to know I was selling drugs. So what I'm saying is, the girl that was whoring back in the day, she didn't want her mama to know that she was whoring. You didn't just do everything out in the open like that, because the elders back in the day, they stood on the word. They wasn't playing with you, man. They wasn't playing with that. Nowadays, and guess what though? Not just black, of all groups, people stood on that shit. They wasn't playing with their beliefs. Nowadays, we just allow any goddamn thing, and the saints of God then became lukewarm. We don't stand on nothing.
Hey, can I say something? Josh, what's up, Josh?
Peace, my brothers.
What's
good,
man?
Stone? See, love you, baby, bro.
Love you too, man. What's up, man? God dang, man.
I've been off the planet. I've been off the planet for a minute, but I'm back, my brother. I'm back. You know, Born had to come snatch me out of the universe, God. But I'm definitely back, God.
Man, you need to come to my channel, man, when I go live. Go subscribe to my channel. I need you.
I subscribe to it already, so you just text me when you get on.
Okay. I text you the other day. You must ain't got the same number no more.
No, I do. Just hit me in the evening time, because I be teaching the kids in the early morning now, more days than just 3. I got the class in the morning now. Yeah, so I be at the school in the morning time.
Okay, right on. Nice to hear from you, homie. For real. You know, you my boy.
Bro. Hey, man, you my brother for life, man.
And I done read them books.
All right, we gonna talk then.
Yeah,
we gonna talk because
you told me you were gonna give me 12 months. That 12 months been passed. I mean, it's coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up. It's coming up. You got 3 left, but good. I'm glad 9 is the number of completion. So I'm glad that you done comprehended those books within this 9 months. That way we got a lot to build on.
A whole lot. But let me say this though. I'm gonna tell you why we didn't see that back in the days when we were kids, right? Like, far as how the kids act, like what y'all was talking about just now. The reason you don't see it, because yes, you had young parents back then. Yes, you had the same thing that's going on right now. But even if the parents was young, they still had control over their kids. The kids still had respect for their parents. But now you got the parents on social media twerking with their daughters, right? You did what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wearing the same dressing their kids up how they dress with the little tight clothes.
We even got listen, yo, Stone. We even got the mothers dressing their sons like them. I was downtown North last week, right? So I'm walking downtown North. I'm about to get on the bus to go to work, right?
Right.
Shit. Yo, this chick had on she had a pink shirt, a pink tight shirt, a tight black pants on, and some pink J's. You know what I'm saying? Her son had the same thing on, tight as hell. The shirt was like a fucking belly shirt, bro. The boy was only 10 years old. He could have been no more than 10, bro. He could have been no more than 10.
Say, bro, I watched
like G said, what was missing in that scenario though? Was there an actual man there? And that's what's missing.
But look, Ja, I watched the video yesterday, right? It was a mama, single mama. The son say he wanted to be prom queen. She was like, look, I accepted the little gay stuff, but I'm not doing that. I ain't never liked the gay stuff. You just my son and I love you, and I thought you were gonna grow out of it. I'm gonna send it to Born. I'll send it to you too. And she went out. And this boy in high school, she said, well, you need to find you somewhere else to stay. He argued his mama down on why he wanted to be prom queen. So you're right, it is a missing element. I get what you're saying, because if your father was there, maybe it could have been different. But it's like I told Cross, man, the other day, we were talking about this about 2 days ago, bro. I think that's just in the blood. Like, seriously.
Now it's a bigger element behind it, and we haven't addressed that hidden hand yet. That's what G was getting at when he came from biblical scripture, because biblical scripture is based on prophecy and prediction. So we're living in the day of that prophecy, and what's happening now is that the enemy. See, we keep looking at ourselves, but we have to look at the trilateral enemy that's behind what's happening. It's an influence, but it's done by social design and control. So now the laws have been made applicable, and they have engineered society to be influential and accepting of these, demonic, wicked activities and behaviors. So we're killing each other without consciousness. We're involving ourselves in behaviors that are unnatural, prohibited against human nature, but we still don't see the pain of it, don't see the horror of it, because we're up under the spell of the enemy. And that's what the internet does. It gives you access to a poison like alcohol. We drink alcohol, but alcohol is really a poison. It's a chemical poison. But we drink it like socially, like it's not a poison until you throw up or get sick or die from alcohol poisoning or have an atrocity happen to you. You don't see the seriousness of it. And that's the same thing that's happening to us in our society. We're functioning in it, but we haven't designed it. So it's against us, and we don't address that element of the designer, the man that put us in the situation. And until we do that, we ain't gonna change none of this stuff.
But do you think the man put us in that situation, or at this point in time where I feel like we putting ourselves in this situation? That's why they making up these laws, these open carries. See, black folks think it's cool.
Both.
Yes, and the black folks, we think it's cool to open carry. I'm gonna tell you, look, man, I wish I could vote, bro. Every time it's voting time, I tell everybody, vote. And vote local first. Before you vote anything else, vote in your local region. Vote for your aldermen. I mean, your city council, the mayor, the city manager. I mean, everything, your district, whatever, your district council, whatever it's called in wherever state you're from. But I'm going to say this.
I want to share something with you about open carry, though. Open carry, Stone, is great. But the difference is this.
It's not great in Texas. It's not great with the youngsters that's going on now, because in Texas, all you got to be is 18. My little sister just went and bought one.
Right, what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. The philosophy. Open carry is great for us. Open carry is great for black men and women, but it's not great for black niggas.
Yeah, okay.
You got
that's
me?
What I was
So
at.
that's the difference. That's it's good for men and women, black men and women, but it's not good for niggas. Niggas ain't gonna do nothing but kill other black men and women.
Kill each other. You didn't do nothing but
give defend their homes and hunt.
Yes,
it's
but
a big
I
difference.
feel like the laws. Okay, if you go somewhere, right? Let's say, a black person walk in a white community, and they don't see too many black people over there. They know the black people that do stay there. So I don't even think them laws were meant for us. It was meant for them to kill us. To me, how I look at it.
Right, but how the law benefit us? If we just be civilized people, the law will work for us too.
Hey, George, Mick, what you got to say about this, bro? You right here, man. Speak your piece, bro.
Man, listen, my thing is what I was saying before. People got to really wake up and pay attention to what's going on. You got to be the total opposite of what they're giving you. Like they're unveiling the mask and they coming full-fledged with it. They're not even hiding it no more. They're not even, it's all, it's what we say in jail, it's yard out right now. Everything is everything. And so now you have to pay attention to what's going on and be the opposite. That's why I said people got to stop being lukewarm. If you see things that they trying to normalize the unnormal, you got to, as a group, speak out against it and say no, because everything is ran. Their God is money. Everything is ran by money. As long as they can get you to still spend money and get things, you empower them. And the thing is this, right? The people that's running everything, because just think of this, right? I asked my wife this, right, to be funny. I said, who is this person that's behind the scenes that's just enforcing all of this kind of shit when the people are saying no? Like, who is this one person? Who is this person? So my wife was like, well, it don't exist. I said, listen, the powers that be greatest power is to not exist. They don't show themselves. Their power is in their ability to be invisible, but still enforce shit on you. So what you have to do is you have to visibly as a group come out as a group and say no. Your powers and your numbers. We got to stop being lukewarm. So like they got you today where if you say anything about teaching children, they say it's transphobic and they shut you down. How are you allowing this? Say no. Like you can say no, right? Like you got these people on the rappers, every other song is kill a nigga. Say no as a group. Say no. Nobody, we lukewarm. Everybody's afraid. But this is the day and time that Revelation speak about when it's time to really propagate the word of God and stand on your square. Motherfuckers ain't on their square. They not believers.
Nope. That's G. That's the science. That's the science of the 5%. G. That's the exact science. Like when we say we the 5%, there's 100% of everything when we dealing with mathematics.
Yep.
10% of the 100% rule 85%. The 5% are adverse to the 10%, but have to be empathetic and sympathetic to the 85%.
Yes.
Our whole job and frustration is trying to influence the 85% that they're being controlled by the 10%. The bloodsuckers of the poor, dealing with the poor righteous teachers, or
and
control of the deaf, dumb, and blind.
And remember, everything is backwards what I teach, right? I'm gonna take all the kids that's doing all the killings and sit them to the side for a minute. I'm gonna take all the girls that's twerking their ass and coochie popping. I'm gonna put them to the side for a minute. They're not the biggest problem here because they're behaving the way that they're designed to behave in the Matrix. This is the design for economic gain. The biggest problem, and I'm gonna say it boldly with my chest out. The biggest problem is the people that profess to be saints of God. Y'all are the problem. Because when God said, preach my word that Satan will flee, y'all not saying nothing. Everybody's scared. You more worried about a paycheck and more worried about what the enemy going to do than God actually protecting you. And that's why our kids are dying in the streets. That's why our girls are popping their coochie. That's why the children don't respect you no more, because you claim what you do is every other word that come out of your mouth is about God, but when it's time to stand on principle, you flee.
You won't.
You flee. And that's why we in the position we in. And I'm gonna say it. I'm saying it to our people. Somebody gotta say it. You mad at the shooter? No, the shooter is a representation of you being lukewarm.
Right. When are we going to be men? That's what it comes down to. When you going to stand up and be a man, bro? And I mean it in every sense. We're not doing that, bro. But like I showed the brothers the other day, when we out here in these streets, it's real different. All right, the young boys only missing love, bro. As OGs, original gangsters or older gangsters, whatever you want to call us, whatever they call us. They call us OG because some youth see us as older gangster or old gangster. When you teach them, you have to teach them from being an original gangster. That means you still uphold the ethics and the standards of what made you a man, rather than how you're being made to out here in this world. And we haven't been doing that as a people, as a community, bro. We've been allowing the same thing whacking them doing. A lot of our religious institutions is responsible for. A lot of our community businesses been practicing the same philosophy to receive the same thing of payment.
When I was young, when I was a kid, I thought Dolores Tucker was a bitch. I thought she was wrong. I thought this bitch was everything. As I got older, I understand that she was right, and she was an elder that foresaw. And what Dolores Tucker was doing was she was standing on principle. She was standing on principle, and she wasn't afraid to be She wasn't afraid. She wasn't lukewarm. She wasn't afraid to speak out against the machine. I was too young, and my brain was too underdeveloped to understand what she saw coming. She saw it coming. She said,
"You were still in the Matrix."
Yeah, she said, "You are using words to destroy yourself." That's what she said. I'll take this.
She was right.
Yep. She said, "You're using words to kill yourself," because she understood what my father told me. In the 70s, they forget that meeting they had in '89. In the 70s, during the disco era, the industry said, if you, because at that time we was using words as love. Go listen to the music.
Yeah.
We was uplifting, partying, and loving on each other.
Right.
Now you had the gay element in there that they was pushing in, right?
Right. And they was called the androgynous community.
Right?
Yeah,
They was pushing that. That's Midnight Star, Atlantic Star, Mickey Free, and
yeah, Mickey Free and all of the motherfuckers. Shalimar.
Yeah, all my favorite groups. All my favorite songs.
Wonderful musicians.
Yeah,
but the image.
What they did was around 77, they had a meeting, the industries, and they said if you get them to put the stuff that's going on in the streets, go look at the murder numbers in Chicago, Detroit, Philadelphia, New York in the 70s. All-time high, brother. They was blowing each other away in the 70s, man, during the heroin holocaust, right?
Yep.
New York was averaging 2,000 homicides a year. So if you look, a year. So if you look at, so now what happened was, but we wasn't putting it in the music. What the industry said was, if you get them to put that in the music, they will use words to destroy themselves. Their grandchildren will be using words to destroy themselves. So what they did was they gradually started to push it in the music over time. And now, 40 years, 4 decades later, look at what they manifested. This was done on purpose. See, Dolores Tucker in 1996 knew this. I didn't know that. I didn't know what they were. I was too young. I was too young, immature, and ignorant, meaning I didn't know. So what I did was I looked at her as the enemy when really she was standing with God. She was trying to tell us, yo, what are y'all doing? And she was an elder that lived long enough. She had the wisdom and the foresight. And what did we do? We turned on her because we was too young. The youth,
we were influenced.
The youth, see, remember, the youth, the elders is for guys, the youth is for war. The youth that was supposed to defend her and be her army, we turned on it because we didn't know any better.
You got to remember the enemy set the platform and influenced us against that because he gave us a media platform to speak out against it. That was the first time we even had a national expression to even defend our culture. And they did it by pitting us against each other, which is the same Willie Lynch philosophy.
Shahrazad Ali, all of them was speaking. Dr. Naeem Akbar, all of them was speaking back. They was trying to warn us back in the day. But man,
I believe the conscious community, we listened and we understood, but the masses didn't.
Yeah, the masses didn't, man. The streets, but that street indoctrination was that pull.
And you got to remember, the East Coast wasn't totally against her because KRS-One and Rakim and them, they never spoke out because she was specifically addressing the influx that Interscope or the enemy had injected into the industry by giving us niggas with an attitude. And niggas with an attitude created a whole new culture at that time. We never had that mindset against the East Coast didn't even have no knowledge of gangs like that. We had crews. That means the people you grew up with around your neighborhood, you defended each other and you stood on it. But we didn't have the gang culture that was influenced to us in a way that wasn't productive. Remember, their first mass hit was Express Yourself. After that, they made NWA. They focused on making us niggas with an attitude instead of making us the revolutionary warriors that we were developing.
I did the interview when he said they had made a whole bunch of songs, and when they first came out, they wanted to just express what was going on their block, and they wanted to have a mixture of both. And the record label was like, they would scrapping certain songs they made. Was like, no, do this, do this, do this. If you listen to their first album, their very first album, they had a whole bunch of stuff. They was giving a hood tale. They was actually talking about what going on the block. That's what made them popular worldwide, countrywide, because everybody can identify. It's like, they talking about what we actually do. Then they had Express Yourself and everything. They had a whole bunch of shit. And then the second album was
remember what made them famous though. What made them globally famous was Fuck the Police.
Yes.
And that controversy created a whole new attitude in people. Like you said, back then, consciousness wasn't everywhere, bro. I would tour places where people never seen a 5%er. They didn't even understand. They could. You go somewhere in certain parts of down south, it was blasphemous to say that you was God. See? But then I would take them to the Bible and show them, hey, look, the Bible tell you here. It says, hey, you are children of the Most High God.
Yo, John, let me say something. I went to Dayton, North Carolina to see my family when I was like around 14, right? I go every summer, right? I was born now to self. So I went down when I was like 12, 13. So all the guys down there be like, yo, Why you always, every time you're on the phone or something, so why you saying peace, God? And I'm like, because we're the black man's the true living God. Bruh. By the time I was 18, that town was like 30% God body, bruh.
Yeah, you was bringing information to the people.
Exactly. You bring the science. When you bring the word of God in the right way to show forth and prove it, the reason we say we God, because we show forth and prove that we should be show forth and proving our actions that we're one with the God.
Exactly.
The supreme God.
And that's why I said when I start, like, I use the Bible as my reference, but I'm not a Christian. Like, I don't believe that nothing's coming to save me. I believe that I am in Christ. I manifest the works of God through my works. I'm not waiting for nothing to come deliver me. What we're supposed to do is take what Christ told us to do and go move on it with the belief that we will be delivered from it. We not
and become one with the Christ.
Right, but we're not supposed to move in fear. If you say you're a believer of Christ, nigga, we supposed to take this.
Yo, that's it.
I hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear
you. Must come out from amongst them and be ye separate, be ye clean. That's what it says. Romans 12:2 said, "Be not conformed to this world, but by the renewing of your mind." So what are we doing? So that's how I know that people are not believers, man. They're believers of the matrix, the system, because you're operating in fear. There's nowhere in the world that they should be using that term. You're transphobic today if you stand on a belief in God. They're only able to get away.
Yo, George, you breaking up. We don't hear you, man. George, your mic went out.
Some lack of knowledge. That means you can claim that you know my stuff, but if you ain't implementing and actually walking in it,
George, your mic going out, bro. We can't hear nothing you're saying.
He probably moving.
Yeah, y'all there?
We did now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We missed everything you said, bro.
Y'all missed me?
Yeah, because
it broke up. Yeah.
No,
Huh?
He moving. I think he moving.
Okay.
Because when you're moving, it'll break up. But he what he was saying is actual facts.
And that means that you actually have no knowledge. So because of that, and the word is there to teach you how to swim in the deep end of the pool. You niggas is drowning in the pool because you're not standing on the word, and that's why our kids are killing each other.
Facts.
Like we gotta stand on, and it's just listen. You gotta stand on something, and like I said, people gotta come out. The same people, like, we gotta stop. I learned something from one of my big homies. Told me something one day when I used to be on that spiritual gangbang shit. My homie said something to me one day that really made sense. He said, "Why you worrying about the people in the church?" He said, "Those Bible people, you ain't ever gotta worry about them trying to rob your house, trying to rape you, trying to kill you. They just regular church people. They go to work, they go home." He said, "Man,
if you rob you, rape you, kill too. The regular church people rob, rape, you, kill too."
No, this is what he was trying to say. This is what he was trying to say. He was trying to say to me, we know people have the ability to do anything, but the way that we spiritual gangbang, he was trying to tell me that if you love God and I love God, and we believe we're believers, then what are we fighting for? What are we arguing for? We all trying to go to the same room. Every book tell you not to rape, not to steal, not to kill. So if my book say the same thing that your book is saying, we just got different ways we believe in God. What are we arguing for? We both believe in God. If I'm civilized and Josh civilized, what are we doing?
Man, we both going to New York. I just took the turnpike and you took Route 1.
Right, but see, that's the way the enemy has. The enemy got us doing more. So just think about it. Why he put it this way? If we spiritual gangbanging, then why you mad when our kids are Bloods and Crips?
Right.
What you mad for?
Right.
You come out the store and say, "I'm not going to that." You come out to your church on Sunday, "I'm not going to that Muslim place and getting no chicken. They Muslims." And then your son hear that, "Well, I'm not going over there with them niggas that wear blue. They the other side." You practicing the same shit.
Hey, G, people ask me that when I go to church. They be like, "Aren't you a Muslim?" Yeah. And see, where righteousness is at, all should abide. So why should you be separate in your activity of knowledge, separate in your activity of righteousness?
What the enemy has done. The trick of the enemy is a trickster, man. And I separated myself from all that, man.
Izzy, when are we going to address the enemy as a people? That's our only flaw.
We never can until we get past seeing each other's ops.
Yep.
And that's what that's the part I'm trying to explain to people. Your kids see each other's ops because you see each other's ops. You practice, man, spiritual division like a listen. I'm gonna keep it real, man. Big mama, grandma wasn't, man. You come in there with some Muslim clothes on, not in grandma's house. She wasn't going for that. You couldn't, man. Listen, you could not come in grandma's house with a kufi on or anything talking about that 5% of shit in her house.
Yes, I could.
Yeah. We were raised in that environment, but I understand 100% because I went to other, friends' house, and their parents was on that shit. But when you knew what you knew, you should be able to explain yourself, and they are rightful. Then they have to submit or find themselves in a state of ignorance.
Indeed. But yo, brothers,
that's same thing like explaining the Bible.
Go ahead. Yo, brothers, check this out. I gotta get ready. I gotta head to Jersey.
True indeed.
So I'll be a train like around. I'll probably be a train like around 4:30, yo.
Yeah, boy, I'm here until about 6.
I'll call you when the train. All right.
No doubt, God. You already know. Yo, hey, G, man, peace and love, my brother.
Oh, yo, G, we about to end this, G, but peace, man. I appreciate you coming up, man. I gotta get ready to get out of here to Jersey.
Okay, cool.
Coming
All
up,
right,
man.
cool. All right, y'all.
Your peace to the 5% nation of God's enough. Shalom alaikum, alhamdulillah, rahmatullah. To all the true Muslim brothers and sisters, this is the King of New Jersey. This is BTBTV. We bully the bullies. We had another great show. I appreciate my guests that came up here. I appreciate the chat showing love. Yo, we out of here. We ain't no Bloods on no Crips. We doing our own thing. BTBTV that started his own gang like nigga. What?